My Aries witches. It's me, Amethyst Rose from Tarot and Witchcrafting, and today we are going to do your September love reading for 2020 using our romance angels and our tarot of sexual magic. So let's get started. We, in the pre-meditation, did the romance angels and we pulled honeymoon. All right. Aries witches, enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. Now, I know we don't have any particular specific holiday. Today is the Pisces full moon tonight, but it is September, so nothing in particular for a holiday, but just I feel the time off together. You finally have time off together, Aries witches, and now you get to enjoy and spend time together. I see you traveling around together. So that could even just be exploring trails, parks. Definitely a lot of outdoors, my Aries witches. Yeah, take advantage of that sun while you can. That's true. Let's go ahead, Aries witches, and let's check you out in your love life. So what this month is your energy? What is your position? 9 of Pentacles with the Ace of Chalices as the foundation. So the overview is our 9 of Pentacles, and here we're seeing that you're putting actually a lot of love into your money. You are thinking a lot about love and about money. They're working from home. You're working from home. You're trying to figure out how to work from home. It's on your mind, this 9 too, this feeling of, yeah, like getting to have some fresh air, time off, breathing, even though it's kind of interesting because there's a little bit of a smothering element. I feel like this is a job, not necessarily your partner. Some of you it could be a partner, but I really feel like it's more partner at work. Work itself was smothering, and you're feeling like, oh, I'm coming out of that smothering work environment. Interesting, because I know that's so funny. Work shows up in love sometimes, right? My Aries witches. The Ace of Chalices in reverse is saying that as a foundation, though, something new wants to come in and be emotionally satisfying for you, be, a new relationship, actually. Let's see, just a new start, I feel like, not necessarily a new partnership. Your partnership so far is feeling actually quite steady and improving, Aries witches. And that's why I feel like you're having that time off. It's feeling really good. It's allowing you, to actually start to interesting. Yeah, a lot of home-based businesses, Aries witches, getting a lot of home-based businesses from that one. But this one is a significant of a delayed fresh start. And this is something that you want. So that's what's going on here with you in the month of September as the foundation and the overview. Let's check out your romantic partners. Foundation, 10 of Cups in reverse, overview. Ooh, okay. I hate to do this. One slipped under there. Gotta move it a little bit. Foundation is the 10 of Cups in reverse. So yes, you're having a really amazing, I think, time off with the romantic partner. They don't feel like there's completion in this area yet. There's a lot of growth still and sacrifices to be made before we can officially relax and offer ourselves up emotionally. So their foundation is unfortunately a restrictive emotional connection, this 10 of Cups. The next thing that I see here for overview is we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Swords in reverse. So instead of feeling attracted and allured and drawn into you and financially balanced as well as committed, there's a blockage in that as well. Unfortunately, we're seeing that they're not feeling particularly drawn straight to you, and they're not coming to support you when you're looking for that kind of financial support or relationship support, Aries. And the Seven of Swords in reverse, I do admit, I feel like I heard there is a conversation that isn't happening. There's a conversation they want to have, but it's not happening. Even though that kind of, I went, well, that looks like the upright per se, or maybe they had a conversation that went, honestly, honest but sad and cut like a knife. And but honestly, there's also a lot of things left unsaid too, is what I'm getting right now. So a lot of things left unsaid, a lot of things that still need to be said. So there's a lot on the brain with the Seven of Swords. Okay. As an overview of this partner. Okay. All right, Aries witches. That's their kind of thought process. We also got one more that flew out, the Knave of Chalices. So this person that your romantic partner, it could be a committed relationship. It feels like a committed relationship because we got honeymoon. So just as an overview. But yeah, they still have a lot of unspoken emotions and things of the past on their mind, right? Ooh, let's do this. Yay! So here we're seeing that they're trying to write a letter, but they keep crumbling it up. They feel jinxed, they feel blocked. It's a feeling card being that cup card, right? So your spouse is having a lot of challenges because there's a lot of reflection on past, maybe the past that you had and what is lost, right? They're trying to learn how to communicate better their emotions because they are trying to write. They are trying. They do have a lot of love with that red candle too. So your partner is passionate. They are, oh gosh, they're knaves though. Knave, naive, young, right? They're young. Your partner, Aries, you picked a young-minded partner, and they just have like a lot of issues that they haven't even resolved yet. Here we have the Knave of Wands in reverse too. So, they have lessons yet to even be learned in action, how to take action. They're real slow moving because in the upright, yes, we would see slow moving, but there's still time invested, growth and passion to continue to learn. But your partnership, their right now mentality, I would say their action, right, is reverse. They're still not being open to learning, to grow, to physically act, when to act, on what's their passion. Aries, they're trying to figure out what their passion is. Okay. Taking a lot of time. And we're still feeling like, gosh, they're just not where they should be. What is going on as a benefit of this relationship, Aries witches? Okay. Oh. Okay. I really saw that one first. Then this one. Boom, boom, boom. And they like the computer today. Let's gently... Okay. Excuse me. Knight of Swords reversed. So there's a lot of just in general, there's communication, then it's going to be delayed. Knight of Swords reversed. We're seeing that these are delayed emotions. These are delayed feelings that are coming out right now. Things from the past, definitely. And whether or not they're actually even coming out is a good question, right? Are these coming out yet? Is the conversations being had? I say no, they're not. And this partner is just not conveying how they feel. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. At some point there was a decision and they just feel like they made it, but I feel like they're wondering if they made the right decision because it's in reverse. Gosh, so much on their mind, but so much unspoken and improper communication, improper actions. they're not being true to themselves, and they're not being true to the relationship and how they really feel about it. Dang. We got the Eight of Swords. This is a cycle you and your partner, Aries witches, have been in for a while. And so for these Aries witches that have been in this cycle, you know, look at that partner, Eight of Swords. Their mind is out the door, though. You're trying to engage with them, Aries witches, but you know, honestly, their mind is somewhere else. This also could be, honestly, for some of my Aries witches, I heard, well, this is also you too. Lack of mental engagement in the relationship for so many years, for so long, from both of you partners cycling through this, right? Sometimes you're just not on the same page. So many knaves. This one is upright, but it makes me laugh. I'm so sorry. And the reason I laugh is because it's, again, representation of communication. And so it's very expressive of how they don't know how to communicate with you. And you really kind of also don't communicate straightforward with them either. So that is something to think about. And that's something to work on, definitely. Sorry, I said contemplate too in my head, but Knave of Swords, something to work on, something to contemplate, something to think about, because this is not supporting your relationship, the communication. We have a Ten of Wands, so there is a lot of passion still underlining in this relationship. It's just very covered up and secret, and maybe even just, again, that like the passion between you two is just calm and cool right now, but there's a Ten of Wands, so you have had a lot of passion. I am sure that at some point it's slightly exhausted, but it's still there. It is still there. I still see it very vibrant. Okay. Obstacles. You know, what should be done here? What would be the best for Aries in their relationship? Oh my. Okay. That's a challenge right there. We have Devil energy in reverse, so we got to break away some habits, some negative habits. Okay. Again, breaking out of the negative habits. I think that's something that you are doing, and that's why you're seeing it, because underneath is the Nine of Swords. So you are seeing through the darkness, right? Through the lessons. You're starting to finally see what the bad habits and the addictions are, because again, they're not always alcoholism or drug addiction. They're not always that obvious. Sometimes it's sexual addiction. Sometimes there's like mental codependencies. You know, sometimes people feel like the relationship was jinxed from the beginning, and now it's gone all these years, and we're having reflections now. But we are seeing our lessons now. That Saturn energy is translucent. The veil is thin. We are coming into October, so we will be seeing an ability to see the lessons that we're trying to actually learn from this relationship, and the ones that we have learned, the ones that we still haven't learned, and whether we want to choose to move forward or not. King of Pentacles was under that, so let's address that before we move on. We have, you know, it's funny because as much as I see prosperity, I just see a lot of fighting. There's just been a lot of like kind of an angry aggression, and one of you is really, where's the wand? One of you is definitely really cowering by the aggression, and the other person, the way they fight, see their hand raised up, they're really fiery and feisty when they fight, and the other partner is very scared and doesn't feel like they can communicate. There's a lot of embarrassment. Interesting, because I do have a Tower card, but it's in reverse, which makes me just feel like there's a Tower moment that needs to happen, but is not happening, actually. And that's probably the lack of communication, in that we're not actually saying what we really feel, what we really think, especially what we really think is not being said. That's on the table. I feel like this is our advice right here, very strongly. It's the Fool. It's a 0. It's a new fresh start. You know, you had that cup, Ace of Cups. in reverse, a fresh start, wanting to come through and cleanse and wash everything away, but it's just not to that point yet. But this is the best advice for that. We do have a cycle here, and 8 of Wands. If you want to grow in your love life and you want your love life to grow, you know, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. We have to kind of stop the fighting and definitely double check the reflection. What do we really want out of love? And what is love really offering us? And how do we love our partner as much as, like, how do they love us? Right? Because sometimes it's really easy. I think this card being reversed is it's really easy to see what they are doing or not doing. But maybe sometimes you need to reflect on what are you doing? Because I just feel that sword, that mentality needs to kind of open up in you and have some self-reflection of how you conduct yourself in the relationship and what do you offer, Aries witches, and what do you give and take from this relationship. Oh, I feel like that is the message. Aries, have that reflection, take that action, being patient with your partner. This is a cycle. It's many years going, and it is definitely a time to relax and enjoy. Let's see if the romance angels have any last words for you. So this partnership could be the one. So this is why it hasn't ended yet. Most likely we have that Tower in reverse, because this really could be the romantic person. I mean, not romantic, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this being the one, you know, you're already in this relationship with this person and you do love them, and they're, yes, nobody's perfect, but we need to pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is really just, again, helping you have the best relationship possible. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, and that is the person who is not communicating, which was your partner. Your partner, Aries witches, is just not communicating their true thoughts, and that's got to be fixed. Otherwise, this is just not, then you will have to walk and have a fresh new start altogether and create that Tower moment if you want your love to progress to the next level. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, you know, as much as you want the best future possible, it's really important to live in the moment now. See the big picture now, right in front of you. See what is actually happening right in front of you, and the blessings that are right in front of you as well. I know you do. That's why you have this romantic partnership already right in front of you. But there's work to be done if it's going to be for your best interest. Woo! Thank you so much, Aries witches. That was a wonderful reading for your September love reading 2020. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, my Aries witches, peace.